Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Manor Lords once more. Boy, it is looking cold out there. And we're looking at the market square right now, the marketplace in the center of Abbott. And yeah, well, with every winter, supplies are dwindling a bit. Strange enough, this year around, it is food. So we do have a lot of food, right? We have also a lot of flour and grain in. The thing is, we have December and only now do these farmers here begin with the threshing, right? So only now do they actually work on that. And in this case here, that's why the harvest is always a bit late. It is December, January, despite only having 2 months of food, we have way more than that, of course, as we have so much grain and flour. Building a second farmhouse, of course, sped the whole process up a bit. It's still not fast enough, though, to my liking, I think. So we might actually need to add a third farmhouse for this farming area here. One thing I've done is already, well, optimizing my crop selection here a bit. The thing is, what I figured out, and what is probably pretty obvious anyway, is that if you use rye and wheat at the same field, you actually reduce each other's fertility, right? So in this case here, look at that, rye is down to 4% on this one here because we're using wheat. Unfortunately, I cannot use wheat right now, change it because I would like to go ahead with this, but let's actually switch it back to fallow. And of course, this was obvious from the beginning. I still wanted to figure it out and try it out. Where we don't have wheat, we have a full fertility of rye, like here, for example, right? That's 100% right there. There's 75% here without the wheat, and there's rye and wheat again, and look at that, each other is reducing itself, right? So this is something we definitely need to fix for most of those fields right now to make this optimized again. Of course, yeah, as I said, it is pretty obvious, of course, but still, now we know it for sure. So in that case here, over here, we still have the rye working here. There we have once again rye and wheat, and once again with very low fertility for each other. And there we have the 100% rye again. I think that's it. Yeah, I think with that we have all of them now. There it is once again. So let's also put this to fallow. That should then solve the problem. Now, next in line, besides my food, of course, we have a pretty high approval rating despite taxation right now. That is all working out. We still have a growth rating here, right? So we still have some empty rooms left for people to move in. And another thing that some of you pointed out, very nice of you, thank you very much, is that we can actually move the market stalls, right? So if we see here, for example, there's 3 market stall locations, here is 0. There is a market stall here with 17 still. Right now, it's not a big deal because everybody has fulfilled desires, right? Everybody has fulfilled needs. So there is no downside here right now. Every marketplace is used. But if we move marketplaces again, we don't need to move the whole place. We can also just move the stall itself from one location to the other one. Oh, royal tax increase again, right? And we can move it then over like this one, and then those work people would then actually work here instead of over here. I still don't think this is optimal though. I still think the game should decide based on distance from the workplace, right? So moving a market to location now, I would need to check where this guy is working on, this family, and then move it over. So this could also be a lot of micromanagement that could just be really solved by automation, by the game itself. Now, do we have any missing improvements? Yes, here in the center, it's these guys here, but that's artisans, right? So I definitely don't want to improve them. Over here, we still have people living in, perfect. And I think we're actually pretty low on Exeter too. Let's actually go in and make another chicken coop. By the way, it is now the year 11. This is the year where the orchard production really should kick in. So apart from that, we have now the first orchards with 3 years working for us. That's also hopefully a good omen for this year. Back to Selbits. Here we have wheat working. There is no rye unlocked, right? So we have wheat instead of rye always, and we have a very high fertility on that. It's also the first year where this is going to kick in, so I hope we see some nice trading here with food then as well between the two. Between the two territories. One problem I've noticed is that with over 500 people now, performance gets a bit tricky overall. So it is getting a bit stuttery in some areas. I hope it does not get worse than this. Now, as always with winter, we basically have to just pull through it with the money we have. We have the influence. I would actually like to go ahead and claim me the next territory. In this case here, We will actually, wait a second, 2, 5, we have 3. So with this, we actually get an equal amount of territory, right? So we are not having majority yet, but we will aim towards an equal balance of power in this case. And yeah, I would probably like to go with Waldbrand here. It is not my favorite one. So let's go in and yeah, claim Waldbrand there for us. I think what we should also be doing real quick here is getting us the Wayward Sons again before he does it. And we can actually already also raise my soldiers because I know that of course he's going to dispute this claim. Get them over there. Where are they? Oh, of course, as always, on the other side of the map. There's no way around that. Let's actually move them over here because he will immediately spawn, of course. Yes, yes. I know you don't like me that much. The question is, enemy units have been spotted. This is just so crazily unbalanced. I'm sorry, but he's really spawning where we had our mercenaries once more. Perhaps I can actually deplete his stamina if I'm doing it like that. Let's move my main forces. So you should actually chase me already, right? And those archers theoretically should be faster than the melees. I mean, come on. So let's hope, or let's try to get him into this trap there. And as you can see, it is stuttering quite a bit right now. I hope we can still make this clear. My main forces are waiting over here. The retinue is also coming in a bit. Let's move my archers to the back a bit. They have the higher ground here, right? So this is of course going to help me out a bit. Chasing it through the forest. It might actually have been a very nice tactic there. That they spawned like this, because those archers are fast and they will not give in, it seems. They just wanna crush them. And when they come out of the forest, they just see this main force over there looking over them. Oh, what's that? By the way, there is a rider here. Oh, alright. It's a trader. Just doing his job. Thinking to themselves, there must be something happening here. A big meetup or something. Alright, that's just looking really great there, honestly. Going to actually get them over there because they will have to attack these archers there. We should actually have a clear sight of them soon. From up here, right? So let's actually stay up here and let's, by the way, spread out. And my archers here can already fire on them. And please intercept, of course. There's also the big retinue that we'll need to tackle. So let's actually move my archers over here so we can get in from behind. Oh, look at that. That retinue is moving past. Now it's fine. Let's try to crush the retinue first. That's actually the more important issue here right now. Yeah, that was easy, of course. And then we can actually also move in from behind here and try to crush these guys there. Is there any other soldiers coming in? No, they're not. Alright. We have the higher ground. They are, for some reasons, hidden still. They're not really. And we cannot, it seems, tackle them. So let's actually use my melee forces here. And tackle them. Next one's broken. Perfect. Broken. Yeah, easy. Easy as pie. Broken. There you go. And let's move them actually into the territory, of course. Yes, we can also see where the battlefield is, right? So we need to keep troops in this area if we want to win this. Right now we're winning that battle here. There is going to be a counterattack, though. There always is, usually. Let's just get them together. please. And wait for it. There's also something over here. A destroyed windmill and a granary remains. That's interesting. There's some ruins over here that we could probably repair, it seems, if we take over this territory. Right, as spring comes in, not enough treasury for the annual royal tax. We just paid the royal tax and it's 2,000 now. So we need to yeah, get another 400. That's of course easily done because it takes a full year again. So we have 350 days left with the land tax of 10%. Approval rating is going down a bit with the taxation each month. So probably need to also take it out again for a while, or yeah, put it offline for just a few months there. We'll just see how money goes in then and out, of course. Alright, the next fields are already being prepared again, this time around without the wheat. And look at that, immediately this one here jumped to 94%. Does it go for the rest as well? 100% here, 60% here, 20% only here still, 80% here. Yeah, so this goes back up really quickly, honestly. Super happy to see this. Alright, food, yeah, it's fine, it's really fine. And now the berry pickers start up again. We don't have any more development points for Abbott, unfortunately. I also cannot go for anything. I also cannot undo it, so we'll just need to go with it. Let's also assign a family here to the second tavern that we have, even though I don't have that much ale, but it should still be fine. And let's actually also check it out, because more people move in every time. Oh, really? No improvements. There is something here that we can do. Let's add some vegetable gardens. It's a bigger garden here after all. And I could also go for another veggie here and another veggie here. And this one here goes for chicken coop. Alright, the Baron writes us. In this case here, I can make it worth a while. Of course, we end conversation. And of course, there's the second push. I need to get my troops up and running again, because in this case here I disbanded them. We can't have them stay active that long, right? That was 40 days since the battle, and they were working now the economy, where we have over 500 flour. It's actually a bit less than last year, but that's because of the reduced fertility. So we're just getting this back, of course. Let's get my troops back. Look at that. For a moment I thought it was birds flying around. And these guys are now over here coming to the battlefield there again, joining my mercenaries. Of course, we had them active the whole time. There is moving in. 22 days. And once again, we're just going to crush them again. Let's actually take all my archers. Let's have them all spread out. Do I have archers? There is also these archers here. Let's take them. And the melees once again to the front. I'm really not caring that much about tactics anymore at this point, because I know I can just tackle them with my melees and then crush them with the archers from behind. It's basically always the same tactic here, so we're just going to rush through this battle there real quick. Mercenaries we pay also. I really would like to get this over here. It's not that many anymore as before, right? So he definitely has reduced numbers. And let's actually try something else here, and that is just really rushing in with my units, right? And then crushing them with my archers from behind. There it is. That's the first archers here, down, right? That's the retinue down. Look at that. He's actually coming in with his thugs over here. Broken, broken, and broken. That's it. It's that easy. With that, we have won the battle for good. Region ownership. And with that, we have now, yeah, an equal balance of power, I should say. In this case here, the problem is though influence. So I don't know how we can tackle more territory from now on. The thing is, 2000 is just a very high cost. Alright, let's get them back to work. And yeah, 2000 it is. There's also no more bandits on the map, since there's so many constant battles right now that any kind of bandit is getting purged, or they don't even bother anymore, it seems. These are the primary sources of influence, unfortunately. So in this case here, I can of course tax bread. That's also a very slow way of doing it, because even a 20% tax on bread is not enough. So I would need to wait now 5 hours, I think, to get 2k influence in again. I can only hope that he's perhaps attacking me. and we can win this and then gain some influence out of it as well. Might be one of my targets here. But of course we have won at this point. There is no going around that. He can't win this anymore. Alright, yeah, food-wise, it's getting better again. Taxation, we need to keep it up. There's no way around that. A bit of more barley might be fine. Now, we may be full on clay and roof tiles, yet I would like to start with building my deep mining, or my deep mines now that we have. It doesn't cost me that much, and it is possible wherever we have a rich deposit like this one here, the clay deposit. 1,300 clay we would still have left. With the deep mining upgrade, we actually make this an infinite mine then that is working for us. Right, so I think it will have a little shack or something like that. It's going to take a while, of course, getting those 10 planks over there. We only have 3 unassigned families right now in Abbott, which is a miracle with so many people living in here already. I would like to keep it at 3 as a minimum for construction purposes, right? And everything above there we can actually assign then to other industries as well. Speaking about industries, we have the weaver shop here, and as we can see, it is full, right? So we have a full production of yarn and linen there. We can also see this up here. Yarn and linen really is over 100. It is full. This is of course clothing variety, and with that we can then go in and make us some nice clothes with one of my artisans. So we have artisans here, and we do have the tailor workshop here that is producing us then clothes from this. Let's actually upgrade them. And I'm thinking about upgrading 2 of them because it doesn't really matter. Right, if it's too much, then it's too much. And we'll just see. I have a pretty good idea that we need some berries as well for this. Berries is a major problem, of course, right? So, oh, wait a second, the deep mine is finished. Unassigned family for the deep mine? It's under construction. Why do you say that? Should not say that. And what we could still think about is in, well, there it is, Selbitz. We have a rich deposit of berries, right? So I can have a second forager hut working here, because this forager hut is not enough anymore, right? So this is not enough. We have in Selbitz, by the way, also another point of interest, and we could go into forest management, doubles the capacity of old berry deposits. This is huge, because I think there might be 3 foragers we can work on this, and I can get the berries over then to Abbott to make clothes out of that. It's not particularly for food only, but it is also for, yeah, cloth production. I've never done this before, so let's go in and actually kick it in with the berry production. And I'm just going to have a second forager hut, and we probably will just have it then over here, right? So somewhere here along the road then as well. It's a bit further outside, probably down here at the end of these fields there. It's also closer to the berry deposits. And with that, oh, wait a second, yep, there it is. 256 berries would grow in here. Now it's a rich deposit, so it should grow up there rather quickly. And yeah, about 3/4 of the year we can harvest this. Of course, not in deep winter, but around the other time of the year we can actually harvest this. It will also be good for Selbitz, of course, because we do lack a bit of food here. That's of course changing now this year with the farming kicking in. There's going to be a great harvest here, and we might also already then assign some people there as well to the windmill. Can we still grow? No, we cannot grow. I need more burgages as well, so let's go ahead and also add them. And yeah, I'm probably going to add some burgage plots over here. Should turn this around. Like so. Or is this too far? Nah, it should be fine. Let's actually have the burgages here, and then have a road here as well. Right, that continues then all the way to the King's Road over there again. And then we have this block here that we can still work. And then we already go towards Abbott here on that side. And still want to have the tavern there somewhere. Right, so I'm not going to have too many burgages done on this side. Also, this is... Oh, come on, that royal tax is killing us. I could have 2 more here with big gardens. That's fine for me because it's Selbitz, right? It's not going to be a big city or anything like that. Not like Abbott, anyway. Right, let's just hope that we get that timber in. We are stuffed with bread again, so I'm actually thinking about increasing my taxes here for the tithe again. Let's make it 15% and just see where it goes. Where it gets us. Right, and what we could also think about is having a few more level 2 burgages, because with every level 2 burgage we get a bit of wealth in addition. And that wouldn't help us out with the taxes though. Yeah, we need regional wealth, right? We need more of that. We don't have enough. strange to me because we have 700 warbows and 700 shields. So for some reasons we're not exporting this so quickly. There's nothing here. What are you doing? You're waiting? Exporting warbows, exporting shields. We have a special trade route, so you guys should actually really go for this. We also have the horse dedicated to it that is waiting right now. Where's all that stuff stored? Fletcher workshop, there we have it, right? It's also not at the Fletcher. There's my large storehouse, there it is, right? Why are we not transporting this right over here to the trading post? This is a very short route. These people should do it. Peddling. Stocking up. We need more goods in here. There it is. Yeah, that's some imports that we have now. And since we primarily import right now, it seems. We can, by the way, stop with the berry import and the meat import. I don't like this. Plus, it doesn't really make a difference, right? We are primarily importing 1 or 2 of that. We also don't need to import the iron ore anymore. We're actually getting it from Selbits at this point. Where's my iron ore? Come on. Crafting materials. Iron. Stop with it and stop with it. There's no use for that. Barley, I'm still getting a bit in. I think we can keep this one up. Yeah, let's keep barley in for a while. And let's stop with the rye import. That's stupid. There's shoes again, so let's hope that the export continues. We need a bit more regional wealth. Outside of that, I will not be able to tax more, and we need the money. Yeah, let's upgrade a few more people then to level 2. Especially here around this marketplace, I think we should do this. Level 2, level 2, level 2. And these guys here too. Cost me lots of timber, but we have that. Another level 3 up there, and then level 2s again. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, taxation, yeah, taxation. Food supply is fine. Yeah, as you can see, a bit of influence is coming in now from the bread. It's not a lot though. The crazy thing about bread. You can tax it. Okay, we have the logs in at the forage hut. 6 unassigned families, so please, you should be able to build it now. Come on. It's August. We still have some berries left to pick. Oh, they were also very quick with those burgage plots there. I mean, we have, what? 100 timber? Where's 100 timber being stored? I think we still have it somewhere lying around out of the last lumberjack hut, right? Oh, I don't see this. 100 timber sounds like a lot. There it is, forager hut. Let's assign some 4 families to this as well. Producing us the berries. And with that, we might also be thinking about then the second barter station. So we have this one here already bartering now the leather with bread, right? So we're getting all the leather over that we have here. And now we can also work a second barter family with Abbott. And we're going to send them the berries. And I'm going to receive, once again, bread. We could go with bread again, since we really have lots of that in Abbott, right? Let's go ahead and have that value. So we trade food for food, basically. But one of the type of food, that's the berries, we can use then to make clothes out of it. And let's just go in here. There's my tailor shop, and let's have a look at that. And as we can see, we can now produce gambesons out of the linen. So this is already working now. There you go. And the second tailor shop could work on clothes. That's linen and dyes. And the dyes is something we make out of berries. Or we can also make cloaks out of dyes and yarn. Now, since we already consume linen, I would actually like to work on cloaks. And this is yarn and dyes. So that is something we have now working. For this, we need one more building, one more industry, and that's the dyer's workshop. I would like to have this here in my clothing industry area, right? And this one will make then, well, dyes out of berries that we trade in now from Selbits in addition, right? So let's hope that we get some berries in, despite us, of course, consuming berries as well. I can't prohibit the consumption of berries. So I just hope the game, yeah, takes the right priorities here. Clothes over food. That's how it goes. Upgrades are coming along. Yeah, well past 500 now in total. And so far, both of them are looking fine. Selbits really needs that harvest here. And of course, also the second forage and now doing its job there. That might also help out then as well. Stay tuned.